What's up guys, it's Samir, and today I want to talk to you about this special compound known as RU58841. Now if you haven't heard of RU58841, this has been a very popular treatment for hair loss, especially in the recent years. Gained a lot of traction because of its terrific ability helping fight hair loss, block DHT, and suppress the androgens that bind to your hair follicles that cause hair loss. The reason why I wanted to create this video is because there's not much research about this compound, and it's just kind of like a gray area in the hair loss treatment industry, and I want to talk a little bit more about it to give you more clarity to even present to you some options if this is something that you are considering. But yeah, in this video we're going to talk all about it, give you everything you need to know about this compound to see if it's a good fit to treat your hair loss. Before we get started, this video is brought to you by Vera Clinic. I'd like to thank the sponsor of today's video is Vera Clinic. Vera Clinic is where I got my hair transplant done from. If you're looking for a quality, trusted professionals who can get you long-lasting and natural looking results for a fraction of a price, look no further than Vera Clinic. They got me these amazing results for my own hair transplant, and I would highly recommend them to anybody looking to get their own transplant done, especially overseas. If you want to check out my series of my hair transplant, where I filmed the whole surgery and everything, as well as my month-by-month recovery, I'll leave a link to that whole playlist in the description below, as well as the contact information for Vera Clinic so you can contact them for your own hair transplant needs. That being said, let's jump right into the video. Now, when it comes to a topical compound, there is RU58841. There's obviously finasteride, dutasteride. There's this other compound known as CP. I don't know all these like crazy compound numbers. And essentially, the thing that RU and finasteride have in common is their ability to block DHT, but they both do it in their own unique way. And it's very interesting because when I scroll through these red forms, a lot of people swear by RU, and I've seen phenomenal results of people getting insane hair regrowth on this treatment. But whereas some others who are a little bit skeptical about it, and it's definitely very interesting to see where people stand on this compound. Now, just to be clear, I'm not a medical professional. You should take my words with a grain of salt. So whatever I say in this video, definitely not just go and order the stuff and use it without actually consulting a doctor. And to add to that, RU58841 is also not an FDA approved medication for androgenic alopecia or any form of hair loss. It's still in its trial and testing phase, so nothing has been concrete to show its efficacy as well as its side effects, which we are not aware of. So perhaps it might work very well, but we don't know the side effects that it can cause down the line. That's why obviously you have to use this at your own caution. Now, that being said, what is the main difference between finasteride and RU58841? So basically with finasteride, it is a DHT inhibitor, meaning that the DHT that is produced in your body that causes the hair loss, it simply goes ahead and kills that DHT, and no DHT meaning no further hair loss. This can obviously cause long-term health complications, and people are prone and scared of the very well side effects such as ED, low libido, ejaculation problems, depression, anxiety, and a variety of scary side effects. Although very rare, but they can be prevalent, especially when you are, basically killing off all DHT in your body. The way that RU works, it's a non-steroidal anti-androgen. The androgens are what bind to the DHT. DHT is what causes hair loss, and now those androgens that contain a DHT, they go ahead and stick onto your hair follicles, thus causing the miniaturization, and with an extended period of time, slowly having those follicles die out. What RU does is when you apply this topically, it essentially blocks the androgen receptors from binding into those hair follicles. And since it's something you don't physically take and it's not systematic, your DHT levels are still fairly regular compared to, with finasteride completely kills everything off. And that's a big pro to it, right? And it works extremely well. Some even say that it works better than finasteride because it just directly gets to the root cause without affecting anything else in your system or you having to risk any of those scary side effects. Now, since this is a chemical and a research compound, you definitely don't want this on your skin or anywhere else other than the area that you want to target. So when you're applying this stuff, they recommend that you put on gloves so it doesn't even touch your fingertips or anything, and then you just work it into the area that you want to block hair loss, and you just rub it in, and that's pretty much it. And ideally, if you combine with minoxidil, which is a vasodilator, meaning that it's going to stimulate blood circulation in that area, and that's going to be able to do two things. One is obviously block the hair loss with the RU, and two, stimulate new hair follicles to grow in that area. The one that I have right now, which is, I believe the brand is called Hair Rescue. I saw this brand on TikTok. They have, I don't know if you can read it, but they have the RU and they have 5% minoxidil already in here. To be honest with you, when I smell this stuff, it literally smells like death. That's the best way to describe it. So I don't know how I feel about putting this stuff on my scalp. I literally just ordered it because I was just curious to see, what this stuff is all about. But as I said, if you are considering using something like this, you definitely want to consult a medical professional, and not just consult your doctor to see if it's all right, but monitor your health while you're on this stuff. Get your blood work done frequently. Make sure that that basically it's not affecting any other areas of your body, because this stuff is still not regulated yet. One of the more prominent side effects people have noted on this compound is mainly skin irritation. Skin irritation has been, you know, one of the biggest things, and obviously because of this, the way this thing smells, I can just tell is this made out of like a lot of chemicals. So just putting that on your scalp, make sure your scalp is also properly moisturized. I would definitely recommend pairing it with a good conditioner so you're able to rehydrate the scalp and also restore the nutrients back into your scalp that this may have you know, otherwise taken away. Now if you want to go full balls to the wall with this treatment, assuming your healthcare provider has given you the green light, you know, taking this with minoxidil 5% along with using a derma roller every single week or a derma pen, using that for 6 months straight is gonna give you insane results and pretty much make the best of your scenario right now. All in all, RU58841 is a great compound to treating hair loss, especially if you want to do it without affecting the other DHT in your body or risk the side effects from finasteride, so on and so forth. But unfortunately, since this is still a compound under research and not approved literally for hair loss, we don't know the other long-term side effects. But personally for me, I am very content with my finasteride usage. I've been doing it for the past 7 or almost going to 8 years now, and I haven't seen any side effects for myself. Obviously no further hair loss. My hair loss has come to a stabilization, so I won't be using any of this stuff. But for those who are concerned and want to seek another alternative, this is definitely something to consider. Obviously, assuming you get the green light from your healthcare professional, this is something very solid, so you're not ingesting anything systematic. Hopefully this video gave you some more insight on some other treatments out there for hair loss. I know minoxidil and finasteride is the common one we're always told about, but there are other treatments. But again, each treatment of hair loss come with their own risk and benefits. So you want to weigh your pros and cons to see which one you want to commit yourself to. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and brought you some value. And if you guys did, be sure to let me know by giving it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.